The third social anxiety tool is what I call acceptance. And what that means is acceptance of the anxiety symptoms themselves. We saw that anxiety is almost always caused by shame. And so what that means is that shame is the primary emotion and anxiety is a secondary emotion. And so that means that although shame, we can address shame directly and we can get rid of it directly using the techniques I was talking about in part 1, anxiety, since it's a secondary emotion, we cannot attack it directly. It's not the kind of opponent where we can look at it face on and get rid of it face on. We have to use a more indirect approach. And so what does this mean? Okay. So anxiety is a secondary emotion. What that means is that we have no control over it. And it also means that it's not the real problem, it's just an indication of the problem. And so what happens is, as we are applying love and honesty and shame resilience techniques that I talked to in part 1, 2, and 3, then we have to accept that anxiety symptoms will come for a visit to test us, right? And then they go, and then they come, and they go. And what often happens is they come, and we're like, oh my God, it's come back. And then they go, and they're like, oh, I'm cured. And then they'll come, and like, oh my God, I've come back. All right? And so what you have to learn to do is be less reactive. Accept the anxiety symptoms. They're not going to hurt you. They're only thoughts. They're not real. And what is going to allow you to accept the symptoms? Well, the fact that you have the solution. Love and honesty both attack the root cause of your anxiety, which is shame, as well as give you a solution to feel calm, confident, and present in the social situation. So all you have to do is tell yourself, these symptoms are not real. They're only a secondary symptom. I just have to let them come for a visit and go, and come and go. And you start becoming so bored with whether or not you have the symptoms or not, because you're so focused on the solution of love and honesty and having true connections with others, that you start giving the symptoms less and less importance. You pay less and less attention to them. And because you're not paying attention to them, they come less and less frequent. They don't stay as long. The symptoms themselves start getting bored with you. They're like, this Marni isn't fun to attack, right? She doesn't really care about me. She's ignoring me. It's like that bully, right? It's like a bully. If you try to get rid of the bully direct on, then they just have more and more fun with you, right? They scare you, they manipulate you, they threaten you. But if you allow the bully to come and give you a punch and just you don't pay much attention to them, you're focused on, love and honesty, real stuff, right? Then the bully will get tired of you and they'll move on. So this is the paradoxical truth about anxiety, is that by accepting the symptoms and by allowing them to come and go, then eventually they will fade away. And, my anxiety symptoms would sometimes come for a visit, my severe anxiety in my 20s. And there was one time when I got freaked out and I was so scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's back to stay. And then I realized, no, it's not. I have the solution of love and honesty. And you know what? I kept applying love and honesty. And then one day I realized my symptoms have not come back for years. Accept the symptoms. Accept that they might come and go for a long time. Just accept everything about them. And that will lessen their power over you. And keep focused on the goal, which is love and honesty. And your anxiety will fade away.
And so these are the 5 elements to overcoming social anxiety: freeing ourselves from shame, seeing ourselves through the lens of our strengths, and embracing the 3 principles of honesty, love, and acceptance. This is the approach that I used to free myself from crippling social anxiety in my 20s, as well as every social anxiety I've had since then. Social anxiety with mothers, social anxiety with men, and with putting myself out on the internet. I have also used this approach to help my clients overcome their social anxiety, even severe crippling social anxiety, as well as other types of anxiety, such as postpartum anxiety, generalized anxiety, and panic attacks. Let me know if you'd like to find out more about how I can help you free yourself from your social anxiety through my one-on-one coaching program. I combine phone coaching with unlimited online support during the week, because the sixth element to overcoming social anxiety is having the connection and support to put this process into practice. And that's what my friend in Hungary gave to me. Thank you for listening to this 6-video series. I wish you the best on your journey, and I hope you have a wonderful day.